I thought I had it all figured out. Dealers hired, prices set, phone buzzing, and yet somehow it just didn't feel quite good enough. Here we are, and I had a system which was not only bringing in stacks, but doing it while I kicked back in my fully automated barn. Today, I'm handing that system to you, complete with all the configs, pricing hacks, and myth-busting truths that even some experienced players still haven't caught onto yet. Optimizing your dealers the smart way. Dealers are money machines. They generate income passively whilst you're busy expanding your empire, or just soaking up the rays in your decked out barn. But if you are assigning customers at random, you're basically running your empire with a blindfold on. We won't be doing that no more. We're building dealer configs, strategic setups that adapt to your playstyle. If you're a proactive player, the kind that enjoys getting out of your property and doing some old school deals on the street, then this one's for you. And hey, if you're more of a sit back and relax type of guy who wants your dealers to do all the heavy lifting, then don't go anywhere. I've got your setup coming up next, so sit tight. Anyways, here's why it works. We assign low and medium spending customers straight to your dealers. That way the big spenders come to you, meaning you can hit them with premium prices directly, maximizing profits every time. Here's the config on screen now. Go ahead and screenshot it so you can use it later. All you've got to do is match your dealers with the correct customers as shown on screen now. And you might notice that not every dealer on this list has their customers' slots filled. That's intentional, don't worry. Leaving a few gaps ensures more high value customers reach out to you directly via your phone. This is so you can close the deal yourself, earning much more XP and much more money. And here we have it, the lazy seller method for all you chill empire builders out there. Let's say you are not into the street deals at all. Maybe you want a fully automated income stream with minimal interruptions. Well, you're in luck because that's where the lazy player config comes in. In this setup, you assign all nearby customers, again, low, medium, but this time high spenders to your dealers. This mixture keeps dealers' inventories moving and cash flowing. And the best part, without you needing to check your phone every 2 minutes. And again, the config for this is on screen now. Pause it, screenshot it if that's your vibe. Just make sure that your dealers have got the same customers as shown on screen now. And a massive huge props to Uncle Nelson's guide on Steam. He's put in the work and he's figured this all out. I've linked it down in the description so you can dive deeper after this video if you'd like. The teleportation theory. It's mentioned that dealers teleport from client to client, which would mean customer location doesn't actually matter at all. In this particular method, dealers are configured not by location, but by customer preference. Let me explain. If you've got a group of customers who prefer euphoric products, you assign them all to a specific dealer, let's say Benji, and then you stock Benji with only euphoric products. That way, he never disappoints his clients, and he sells faster because he's matching products to customers' taste. Not only that, but satisfaction remains sky high. There is quite a lot of intricacies to explain in this particular method, which is why I will also leave the Steam guide link down below in the description. Because personally, I don't like this way of doing things. It involves crafting multiple variations of products to cater to specific preferences. Honestly, I think that's too time consuming. I'd rather keep things simple and just stick to one solid product type. But I respect everybody's different style of play, and that's why I'm trying to cover such a wide array of methods. Anyways, let's crack on to the pricing multiplier that makes you rich. Alright, let's talk money. There's a secret pricing rule that every top player is using right now. It's the 1.4 rule. Just take your product's suggested price, multiply it by 1.4 and boom, that's your optimal markup. You can go higher, 1.5 times, even 1.6 times. But do be warned, the higher you push this, the more likely you are to lose customers. You are basically pushing your luck, and for that reason, I like to personally stick to 1.4 as that's where I've had most of the success. It's a perfect sweet spot that brings in consistent sales without scaring people off. And a massive shout out to fellow YouTuber Learn With T for pointing this whole multiplier tip out. Drop him some love after this video. And remember, your dealers sell using your pricing from the product app. If you leave it at default or suggested limits, you're basically robbing yourself. Set it to 1.4 times your suggested price and watch your income scale automatically. And if you don't believe me, here's an example of why you should be doing this. I've just given Benji 10 jars and I've asked him to sell it at suggested price. This is how much money he brought me back. This is after I set my suggested price times 1.4. And again, I've given Benji 10 of the same jars, and after he sold it, this is what he gave me. Same effort, more profit, it's that simple. Here are some top tips that you might not know, but you definitely should. You don't actually need to mark products for sale in the app for dealers to sell them. If you've got extra products lying around that you're not actively pushing, hand it off to the dealers. They'll move it whether it's listed or not. Did you know that you can also unpack product too? Grab your extra goods, head to a packaging station, hit that blue arrow to switch it to unpackaging mode, and there you have it. This lets you reverse package items to redistribute it however you want. Still struggling with your dealer just not selling? Well, let's bust this myth right open. You don't actually need to leave an empty slot in your dealer's inventory. Load up every inventory slot with goods and your dealer will work just fine. But maybe your dealer's bugged and that doesn't work? Easy fix. Step 1, knock them out. Step 2, save your game. Step 3, reload your game entirely by quitting and reloading Schedule 1. Jar logic can save time. 1 jar equals 5 baggies. If a customer asks for 3 via text, try and negotiate and sell them up to 5. So this way, when it comes to dealing with them, you can just give them 1 jar as they're dealing in quantities of 5. Otherwise, you have to start making baggies just to cater for these specific customers, and it just becomes really long. When you get the chance, upgrade from baggies, then to jars, then to bricks. As you level up, unlock jars and eventually the brick press. Bricks definitely hold the most product, meaning fewer refills, more sales and longer dealer uptime. Efficiency is everything. So as you level up in Schedule 1, make sure you're moving with the times and you're upgrading efficiently. XP equals progress. Don't get stuck. Ever hit a point where there's nothing new to do? No quests, no progression? That's not a glitch, it's an XP problem. Dealers make you money, sure, but they give you next to no XP. To level up and unlock new content, you need to do some selling yourself. So what do? Open your products up for sale, answer customer texts, roam the streets, and give the people what they want. You'll start to see XP flowing again. And when you're scheduling meetups, always pick late night as your option. You'll earn extra XP and cash because of the curfew bonus, and time will never go past 4 AM unless you sleep, meaning you've got unlimited time to complete all your deals. And if you're feeling a little greedy, here's a cheeky tip. After 4 AM hits, you can actually find customers back at their homes, knock on their doors and offer them more product. It's an amazing way to stack even more XP fast. And if you want to make this even easier, I've included every customer's house location in the description below, so get knocking. And if these tips have been helping you so far, consider subscribing. A wild 99.4% of viewers are not subscribed, and clicking that button low-key makes you a certified legend, so it's greatly appreciated. But thanks so much for watching. I hope you found some value from this dealer's guide. And if you want to check out some more Schedule 1 content, you can do by clicking the videos you see on screen now. But until next time, bye bye.